Hello and welcome to yet another Friday freebie quiz. I will hand you over to the fabulous Shaun Williamson in just a minute. But firstly, I just want to say a couple of things. Firstly, please don't cheat. And if you have to cheat, don't put your scores in. It spoils it for everybody. So please don't cheat. And also during the quiz, please don't write the answers anywhere or after the quiz, indeed, because people play this and they don't want to see the answers. So please keep the answers to yourselves as well. Okay, I will hand you over now then to the fabulous Shaun Williamson.
Thank you very much, Jane Allen. Hello, everybody. It's Shaun Williamson here. Barry from EastEnders, Barry from Ricky Gervais Extras, and Barry in anything anyone's willing to pay me to be Barry in, basically. Welcome to this. This is the biggest international online lockdown quiz in the world, and we are into our umpteenth week. I've given up trying to keep a score of it. This is the umpteenth week. That's all. It could be 12 weeks, 13 weeks, 14 weeks. I've totally lost count. I don't even know. I assume it's Friday night, is it? I've got a decent shirt on and I've had a shave, so I'm assuming it's Friday night at 8 o'clock. And you are very welcome, especially if you are a new participant. Let me explain how it works. There'll be 4 rounds. Rounds 1, 2, and 4 will be general knowledge rounds of 10 questions per round. And round 3 is always a picture round. So if you are new, welcome. And to all of our people tuning in from, well, overseas, welcome to you as well. I understand in the Philippines, it's something like 4 or 5 in the morning. In Japan, people are there at 4 or 5 in the morning. Good morning to you. And in Australia and New Zealand as well, it's very early. So thank you all for making the effort. Well, it's been hot here. It's been very hot. People have been cramming onto the beaches. The pubs are open very soon. You still can't sit in a theatre and watch a show, but I won't get all political. What that basically means is I've had to try and take on other work. I got a job in a cement factory, but they put me in plant A instead of plant B, so I gave up in the end. I was just mixing with the wrong people. It didn't work. There's a lot of firms still in trouble, though. I hear Subway might be going under. No? Anyway, my mate's fruit and veg shop has had to go into liquidation. He's now doing smoothies. And another mate of mine lost his job as a mime artist. I think it was something he said, But anyway, we're going to look at last week's scoreboard. You can put your score in at the end of our quiz tonight, and you can see how you've done against other people. Some of the best quizzes in the world are taking part tonight. Jane will tell you how to do that at the end. We'll remind you how to do that. Let's look at last week's scoreboard. So we have in joint fourth, the Twits. Not so much the Twits on 37. Tom and Joe. Hello, Tom and Joe. Well done again. Raj Dualia, Pat Gibson, 2 of the greatest quizzes in the world, and Alan Sharp, all excellent quizzes. James Morton. So they all got 37. Let's see who manages to come third. Vivian Jones on 38. Congratulations, Vivian. You are third on your own. The runners-up. We have Philip Isaac. Excellent effort there, Philip. And the Yeoman Infantry, Boreham Wood and Nottingham, both on 39. They're a new team to me, so welcome and congratulations. But last week winners were on 40, the Sheppey Superstars. And Hannah Wilton from Wales on her own there, Hannah. Could be one of the best scores by a lady on her own there. And brilliant effort, brilliant. Sheppey Superstars, who are you? Make yourself known to me on Twitter or something. I'm interested, I'm intrigued. But well done, everybody there. A great effort. And 37 to 40. It looks like we're sort of hitting the right sort of pattern there. Don't 15 teams getting 40 and 20 on 39. So that looks sort of good to me. That looks good to me. Anyway, let's start this week's quiz. Eyes down for a full house and good luck. This is round 1, question number 1. And it's a film question. How many miles per hour does Doc Emmett Brown's DeLorean need to reach so it can time travel in Back to the Future? How many miles per hour does Doc Emmett Brown's DeLorean need to reach so it can time travel in Back to the Future? Now, I'm sure you've seen the film, but if you haven't seen it since 1986, you're going to need to rack the old memory, rack the memory there. How many miles per hour does that need to reach? Not easy. Talking of films, Arnold Schwarzenegger has got a new film coming out. It's all about the lives of 18th century composers. The producer said to him, which one do you want to play? He said, I'll be back. I'll be back. Moving on, question 2. Which superhero power did Superman get in the comics in 1941 that he hadn't had before? Which superhero power did Superman get in the comics in 1941 that he hadn't had before? I think he'd been around for a few years before that. But which superhero powers did he gain in 1941 that he hadn't had before? I'll have a guess. Okay, question number 3. It's about the body. Some people have an extra bone called a fibula. In which joint? Some people have an extra bone called a fibula. In which joint in their body? I bought a travelling iron yesterday. Yeah, woke up this morning, it had gone. Should have known, really. Doesn't matter. So where would you find basically a fibula if you have one? In which joint of the body do some people have an extra bone called a fibula? Question 4. Named after the largest state in Mexico, what is the name of the smallest dog breed? Named after the largest state in Mexico, what is the name of the smallest dog breed? Have you been watching Britain's Got Talent? Oh, it's brilliant. They got a dog on there who does magic. He's a Labracadabrador. Labracadabrador. Nope. Just me then on that one. Named after the largest state in Mexico, what is the name of the smallest dog breed? Good luck. Question 5. When Percy Spencer noticed a radar set using electromagnetic waves melted the chocolate bar in his pocket, it gave him the idea to make what kitchen appliance? When Percy Spencer noticed a radar set using electromagnetic waves melted the chocolate bar in his pocket, it gave him the idea to make what kitchen appliance? Good old Percy Spencer. It's a proper old name, that, isn't it? Which kitchen appliance did he invent? Make. Question number 6. What colour were carrots in Europe in the 10th century? What colour were carrots in Europe in the 10th century? I was in the kitchen last night. Got some garlic, basil, pine nuts, parmesan, cheese, olive oil. Mixed them all together. Hey, pesto. Easy. What colour were carrots in Europe in the 10th century? That's question number 6. Question number 7. Which must-have toy of the late 1990s was banned by the National Security Agency of the United States from its offices due to concerns that it may be used to record and repeat classified information? Which must-have toy of the late 90s was banned by the National Security Agency of the United States from its offices due to concerns that it may be used to record and repeat classified information? That's question number 7. You'd have heard of this toy, it's whether you remember it or not. Question 8. Why was 21 tons of lubricant required at the River Lagan on the 31st of May 1911? Why was 21 tons of lubricant required at the River Lagan on the 31st of May 1911? But nothing to do with Doggy. I'm sorry. Kids won't get it. Seriously, question number 8. Why were 21 tons of lubricant required at the River Lagan on the 31st of May 1911? Think about that. although it helps if you know where the lagoon is. Question number 9 then. Which 2020 Netflix docuseries features Joe Exotic, the eccentric owner of the GW Zoo in Oklahoma, battling with Carol Baskin, the owner of Big Cat Rescue? Which 2020 Netflix docuseries features Joe Exotic, the eccentric owner of the GW Zoo in Oklahoma, battling with Carol Baskin, the owner of Big Cat Rescue? And very, very popular. Netflix. Well, I suppose you've seen it or you haven't. Okay, good luck. And question number 10, the final question in round 1. This book's author inspired the name of which fictional secret agent? Picture of the book there for you. So this book's author inspired the name of which fictional secret agent? I was just thinking, if Cher went on tour with her tribute act, would they be called Cher and Cher alike? Just thinking. Do you reckon? No? It's an idea, isn't it? Okay, this book's author inspired the name of which fictional secret agent? Okay, there were a couple of tricky ones in that round, so we're going to go back over the questions again, have a recap. Number 1 was, how many miles per hour does Doc Emmett Brown's DeLorean need so it can time travel in Back to the Future as to reach how many miles per hour? Number 2, which superhero power did Superman get in the comics in 1941 that he hadn't had before? Number 3, some people have an extra bone called a fibula in which joint in their body? Number 4, named after the largest state in Mexico, what is the name of the smallest dog breed? Number 5, when Percy Spencer noticed a radar set using electromagnetic waves melted the chocolate bar in his pocket, it gave him the idea to make what kitchen appliance? Number 6, what colour were carrots in Europe in the 10th century? Number 7, which must-have toy was banned from the offices of the National Security Agency due to concerns it may be used to record and repeat classified information? Number 8, why was 21 tons of lubricant required at the River Lagan on the 31st of May 1911? Number 9, name the 2020 Netflix docuseries featuring Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin, the owner of Big Cat Rescue. And number 10, we showed you the cover of a book, and the name of the author inspired the name of which fictional secret agent? Don't leave a blank. First rule of any quiz, don't leave a blank. Write in anything. Have a guess. You never know. Okay. Good luck. Here are the answers. Number 1, how many miles per hour does that DeLorean have to reach in Back to the Future? It was 88 miles per hour. Number 2, which superhero power did Superman gain in 1941? His ability to fly. Before that, he'd been able to leap buildings in a single bound. But then he had to come right back down to Earth. I don't really make him much of a superhero before that, then, really, does it? Number 3. Some people have an extra bone called a fibula in their knee. Apparently, it doesn't particularly help you if you're an athlete or anything. It's just there. Number 4. The largest state in Mexico, the smallest dog breed, they share the name of Chihuahua. Well done if you spelled it correct. You didn't need to. Chihuahua. Number 5, Percy Spencer. He had it ruined his chocolate bar, this, but made him a fortune. Oh no, or maybe it didn't. Yeah, the microwave. In fact, he was working for a company. He received a £2 bonus. He never got any royalties. Oh, he must have been furious. Number 6, what colour were carrots in Europe in the 10th century? They were purple. Modern carrots come from Afghanistan. The Dutch lay claim to creating the orange colour for William of Orange. Number 7, which must-have toy was banned in America from the security agency offices? It was the Furby. Who had a Furby? Anyone? Number 8, why were 21 tonne of lubricant required at the River Lagan? Now, the River Lagan is in Belfast. In 1911, it was to launch the Titanic. The slipway was lubricated with the 21 tonne to allow the Titanic into the River Lagan, which is the one that flows in and out of Belfast. Number 9, which Netflix docuseries, basically, there's a big buzz about this series. A lot of people are watching it. Tiger King. Tiger King, murder, mayhem, and madness. Joe Exotic tried to hire an undercover FBI agent to murder Carol Baskin. I won't tell you anymore because it's a spoiler alert. But there's all sorts of things going on in that. So it might be your cup of tea. Tune in. And number 10, the author of that book was called James Bond. Okay, and Ian Fleming said when he wrote the first one in 1953, he wanted him to be an extremely dull, uninteresting man to whom things happened. One of the Bibles of my youth was Birds of the West Indies by James Bond. Ian Fleming thought that's the dullest name I've ever heard. But it's now become an exciting one. How ironic is that? So I hope we did well at that round. Now, after round one, we do have our shout-outs. These are the people who have contacted us this week. Please contact us on hello@quizzing.tv is the easiest way to get hold of us, and you'll guarantee that your shout-out gets heard. This week, happy birthday, Kim Blaskett, Stuma MK. Hello to you, Chris and Isa. Wendy Hibbs, the Russells, Renata Shah from Switzerland. Hello, Renata. Happy 60th birthday, Neil Gould. You made it. I don't know how. Have a great day, mate. Happy birthday, Jessica Disley. The Kenny Travers gang in Edenderry, Ireland. Welcome to you. Big Mac in Benidorm. Drew Peacock in Delray. They're in Scotland. Sander Lochtenberg in the Netherlands. Easily my favourite name this week. Sean Callis. Happy birthdays to Clive and Anthony. Have a great day. Helen Yu in the USA. Hello, Yu. Hello from Derek and Margaret to the Knights. Siddharth Rabi. Hello to you. Carrie Garrett. You put in a tongue twist on purpose, haven't you? Gary, Kerry, Gwen and Molly. The Sims, Arnott's, Barry from Romsey and Diana in Yeovil, and Fleming Borg Nielsen, another great name there in Denmark. Hello to all of you, and thank you for your shout out. Here's round number 2. Good luck. Question number 1. Oh, we're going to have Sean's teaser first. If you're new to the quiz, we always have Sean's teaser. It scores you absolutely nothing, but it gives you something to think about during the round. And at the end, see if you get it right. They're not easy. This week's Sean's teaser. Steve Williams was the richest sportsman in New Zealand for most of the 2000s, even though he didn't personally compete. What was his job? Steve Williams was the richest sportsman in New Zealand for most of the 2000s, even though he didn't personally compete. What was his job? See how you get on with that. I'll tell you the answer at the end. There aren't any points for it. Okay, it's just a bit of fun. So here is round 2, question number 1 proper. This is worth a point. So good luck. Question number 1. Which Disney ride inspired a series of fantasy films by Jerry Bruckheimer? Which Disney ride inspired a series of fantasy films by Jerry Bruckheimer? I bought some chicken drumsticks yesterday. Now I just need to find a chicken who plays the drums. If you know of one, let me know. Anyway, question 2. Aragog in Harry Potter and Shelob in Lord of the Rings are both what kind of creature? Aragog in Harry Potter and Shelob in Lord of the Rings are both what kind of creature? I hope I pronounced them correctly. It's been a long time since I've seen those films. Aragog and Shelob. What kind of creatures are they? The same kind. Excuse me. Number 3. Which crime writer's car was discovered perched above a chalk quarry when she disappeared in 1926? Which crime writer's car was discovered perched above a chalk quarry when she disappeared in 1926? She was discovered alive and well 10 days later in Harrogate. Went to Legoland yesterday. God, they were queuing around the blocks. The nightmare. Which crime writer's car? I'm sure you can have a good guess at that, even if you don't know. Perched above a chalk cliff. She disappeared in 1926. Good luck with that one. Question number 4. The Giving Pledge is a campaign that gets extremely wealthy people to contribute a majority of their wealth to philanthropic causes. It was founded by Warren Buffett and which other US billionaire businessman? The Giving Pledge is a campaign that gets extremely wealthy people to contribute a majority of their wealth to philanthropic causes. It was founded by Warren Buffett and which other US billionaire businessman? I bet old Warren Buffett made a meal out of that, don't you? Good luck. Question number 5. Christopher Pike was the first captain of which spaceship on TV? Christopher Pike was the first captain of which spaceship on TV? Very well known. If you need a guess, if you don't know. I attended a séance last night. We tried to contact my dead window cleaner. I used a squeegee board. Yeah, good. Very good. Question number 6. Which car did Henry Ford reputedly say you could have any colour you like as long as it's black? Which car did Henry Ford reputedly say you could have any colour you like as long as it's black? And there's a picture of one, if that helps. I went to a model village the other day. Bumped into someone I hadn't seen in years. It's a small world. Henry Ford, have any colour you like as long as it's black. What was the name of the car? Good luck. Question number 7. Which rock and roll artist won all 3 of his Grammy Awards for gospel songs, along with the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1971 when he was 36 years old? Which rock and roll artist won all 3 of his Grammy Awards for gospel songs, along with the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1971 when he was 36 years old? Who could that be? Good luck with that one. Here's question number 8. Bit of sport for you. Which city appears in the name of David Beckham's new soccer team in the USA? Which city appears in the name of David Beckham's new soccer team in the USA? That was bad timing, wasn't it? Still, the soccer's back on now. Which city appears in the name of David Beckham's new soccer team in the USA? Have you heard about Mamma Mia 3? They're doing Mamma Mia 3. The whole cast are killed and chopped up. It's like an abattoir. Nightmare. An abattoir. Anyway, this is question number 9. What is the last name of Wendy, John, and Michael in Peter Pan? What is the last name, the surname of Wendy, John, and Michael in Peter Pan? I should have been terrorising them this year in Bournemouth. I'm still waiting to see whether it's going ahead. We'll see. Find out the first week of August. Keep your fingers crossed for me. What's the last name of Wendy, John, and Michael in Peter Pan? And the last question of round number 2 is question number 10. Which gangster insulted a woman and was attacked by her brother, who inflicted 3 scars on his face? Which gangster insulted a woman and was attacked by her brother, who inflicted 3 scars on his face? I'm going to a meeting of Hecklers Anonymous later on. Looking forward to that. I've got to bring my own booze, but apart from that, it should be good. Number 10 then, gangster insulted a woman, attacked by her brother, 3 scars on his face. Let's have a recap of all the questions in round 2. Number 1, which Disney ride inspired a series of fantasy films by Jerry Bruckheimer? Number 2, Aragog in Harry Potter and Shelob in Lord of the Rings are both what kind of creature? Number 3, which crime writer's car was discovered above a chalk quarry when she disappeared in 1926? Number 4, the Giving Pledge. It was founded by Warren Buffett and which other US billionaire businessman? Imagine getting that call if you're tight. You'd hate it, wouldn't you? Oh, Warren, hi, yeah. You want to give away all my money? Number 5, Christopher Pike was the first captain of which spaceship on TV? Number 6, which car did Henry Ford reputedly say you could have any colour you like as long as it's black? Number 7, which rock and roll artist won all 3 of his Grammy Awards for gospel songs, but he also got the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1971, aged 36? Number 8, which city appears in the name of David Beckham's new soccer team in the USA? Number 9, what's the last name of Wendy, John and Michael in Peter Pan, their surname? And number 10, which gangster insulted a woman and was attacked by her brother, who inflicted 3 scars on his face? Good luck, fill in any blanks you've got quickly, because here is the answers. Is the answer to round number 2. Which Disney ride inspired a series of fantasy films by Jerry Bruckheimer, Pirates of the Caribbean? Number 2, Aragog and Shelob are both what kinds of creature? They're spiders. Good luck if you got that. I wouldn't have had a clue. Well done. Number 3, what's the name of the crime writer who disappeared? People looking for her for 10 days. Agatha Christie. Apparently Sir Arthur Conan Doyle hired a medium to find her. Number 4, the Giving Pledge was cooked up between Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. Number 5, Christopher Pike was the first captain of which spaceship? We asked for the spaceship, not the name of the TV series. So the answer is the USS Enterprise. Enterprise will do. Well done if you said that. Number 6, Henry Ford said you can have any colour you like as long as it's black, about the Model T Ford. Black paint dried more quickly than the other colours, but they were available in other colours, apparently, but he is famous for that quote. It's the Model T, that's all we need. Number 7, the name of the rock and roll artist, amazingly only won his Grammys for gospel songs, was Elvis. Best Sacred Performance, How Great Thou Art in 1967. Best Inspirational Performance, He Touched Me, okay, in 1972. And Best Inspirational Performance, Non-Classical, How Great Thou Art. That did him well, that song, again in 1974. Number 8, which city appears in the name of David Beckham's new soccer team? It's Inter Miami. We only needed Miami. Well done if you said that. Number 9, Wendy, John and Michael have the surname Darling. And number 10, gangster insulted a woman, attacked by a brother, 3 scars on his face, Scarface. Al Capone, who died in prison. They eventually got him for income tax. That's the only thing they could pin on him. So, how was that round for you? Give us some feedback. The answer to Sean's teaser, Steve Williams was Tiger Woods' caddy. Well done if you got that. The richest sportsman in New Zealand for most of the 2000s. He didn't personally compete, but he assisted Tiger Woods' caddy. How about that? Well done if you got that. It's not worth a point. So, I hope you did well on that round. Well done. We're going to take a quick slurp now, just to drink to the NHS. We still do it every week. They're still in there, helping to keep us safe. It's all in the NHS and in their corresponding medical facilities in your own countries. Cheers. Lovely. Well, round number 3 is a picture round. This week we have famous Barrys. Okay. To some of you who may not be au fait with British television, I used to play a character in a long-running soap opera in this country called EastEnders, and my character name was Barry. So this week we've got famous Barrys for you. See, it's not just thrown together. This a lot of thought goes into this. So let's have a look at the first 5 Barrys. Number 1, there's a familiar Barry for you. Number 2. Not easy. And neither's number 3. Give that a bit of thought, number 3. Number 4, he of the tight trousers. Very hirsute young man there. Very hirsute. And number 5, who are you pointing at? So what do you think? They're all famous Barrys in one way or another. I know 3 of them look very familiar to me. What do you think? We'll show you 6 to 10, and then we'll come back to those. Number 6. I won't give it away. He doesn't normally look like that. Well, he does in real life, but you might see him looking a little bit differently than that. That's the only clue I can give you, really. Make it fair. Number 7, no mistaking that chap. But are you a sports fan? And are you over 40? Again, number 8. Not easy, depending on your age and if you were into sport. Yeah, I would. 70s and 80s sport, really. Number 9, I wouldn't have had a clue, I'll be honest with you. But you're into those films or you're not. If you are, then you'll know who that is. And number 10, who is this young man just starting out on his dream? Massive apologies if you are in the Philippines. We need to know his surname. Okay. We need to know the surname of that soap character. It's clearly me. His first name's Barry. What's his surname? You will also notice I've got more hair these days. I wonder how that came about. Dr. Farjo in Manchester. Right, let's show you numbers 1 to 5 again. Numbers 1, 4, and 5, I think very famous. But number 2 and 3 are tricky. That's the way we like it. We don't want it to be too easy. Give you a little bit longer to look at particularly numbers 2 and 3, I think. I did the halftime entertainment for number 5. It's the only clue I'll give you. 20,000 people at the O2. Okay, now number 6 to 10. As I say, 6 is tricky. That's not his normal sort of look. 7 and 8, not easy if you're of a certain age. Number 9, but if you're of a certain age, you'll know number 9. So it's all swings and roundabouts, really. We'd like to keep it fair. And number 10, not particularly easy. But it's a very common surname. If you are watching from overseas, it's a very, very common surname. Particularly if you're Welsh. Oh, come on, I've got to help them, guys. Come on. Lovely people in Japan and the Philippines and beyond USA. Very common Welsh surname. That's all I'm giving you, okay? So you've got about a choice of about 4 there. Okay, just really quickly, 1 to 5, just for about 3 seconds. You can fill in any blanks, have a guess. 6 to 10. And good luck. Here are the answers to the famous Barrys. Number 1, no mistaking, the Walrus of Love himself, the late, great Barry White. Now, number 2, you had to think outside the box. I don't think it was a particularly common first name back in the start of last century. It's J.M. Barrie, featuring the quiz for the second time tonight because he created the Darling Children and Peter Pan, of course. J.M. Barrie. Did you get that? Number 3, I'd have struggled with it, but you might have made the connection. She was a child star, Drew Barrymore. Obviously, he's made loads of films as an adult as well. Originally an E.T., Drew Barrymore. Number 4, he had the tight trousers. Brilliant falsetto of Mr. Barry Gibb. Number 5, my old mucker, Barry Manilow. Now, number 6, normally as a professional, he looks like a woman with a pair of very garish glasses on. Did you get that it was Barry Humphries, whose alter ego is Dame Edna Everage and Celeste Patterson? Did you get that? Number 7, incredibly famous still, really. He's always on the media. Barry McGuigan, the boxer, featherweight champion of the world, 1986. Now, number 8, again, another world champion from the late 70s, Barry Sheen. Now, number 9, wouldn't have had a clue. Well done if you got this. You can have two answers. I'm going to be very generous. You can have Barry Allen or The Flash. Okay, you can have either of those. Number 10, I did say it was a famous Welsh surname to try and be fairer to the people who are doing it on the continent and further afield. It's Barry Evans. So it's a famous Welsh name. Well done if you guessed that. And they were our famous Barrys. What do you think? Give us a shout. Any feedback is welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying it. And any feedback, any ideas you've got for us, let us know. hello@QuizzingTV, or you can leave something under the YouTube channel that you're watching this on tonight, that you're tuning into. Right, here we go. It's already time for the light. It's quicker every week, this, isn't it? It's already time for round 4, the final round. Good luck. This is question number 1. Now, we put this in at the start because you might need a bit of time to think about this. Which are the only 3 countries on the continent of Europe to share Greenwich Mean Time with the UK? There are only 3 countries on the continent of Europe to share Greenwich Mean Time with the UK. Now, we're not talking about dependencies of other countries or parts of other countries. So, for example, we're not including the Canary Islands. We're looking for 3 countries, not their dependencies that the GMT might happen to go through, okay? 3 European countries. They don't necessarily have to be in the EU either. Just 3 countries on the continent of Europe to share GMT with the UK. I'll give you a little bit longer to think about that, but you've got the whole round, really. Do you know what? Earlier on, I was stuck behind a bloke at the post office. Oh, isn't it annoying? He was dressed as Satan. He took ages at the counter. He was asking for application papers for everything. And then I thought, well, fair enough. The devil takes many forms. Ha ha! Come on! Come on. Question number 2. Now, you'll know him better for his role in World War II, but who produced hundreds of works and sold his paintings and postcards to earn a living during his time in Vienna from 1908 to 1913? Okay, you'll know him better for his role in World War II, but who produced hundreds of works and sold his paintings and postcards to try to earn a living during his time in Vienna from 1908 to 1913? What do you think? Probably a few people you can have a guess at there. Question number 3. Who has been the UK's youngest Prime Minister since 1945? Who has been the UK's youngest Prime Minister since 1945? I said the football's back. Are you happy about that? You must be. There's numerous matches being shown every night. Lion King FC are doing one, aren't they? Lion King FC. They've had a win away, a win away, a win away, a win away. If you're despairing at these jokes, I've got some very exciting news for you at the end of the round. All right. Because I'm obviously coming to the bottom of the barrel. But you can help. Big news at the end of the round. Question number 4. If you were chewing on a bumalo, what would you be eating? If you were chewing on a bumalo, what would you be eating? If you are new, we always like to lower the tone with at least one of these questions. And that's the one tonight. If you were chewing on a bumalo, what would you be eating? Now, there is a specific answer to that, or you can be a bit vaguer. So have a guess. A bumalo. What would you be eating? Question 5. Which cartoon bird was originally called Orson and was pink, not yellow? Which cartoon bird was originally called Orson and was pink, not yellow? I had a terrible day yesterday. I got arrested in the high street for selling flags. It's all to do with trading standards. You know what I mean? Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Question number 6. The current version of which country's national flag was designed by a 17-year-old Robert G. Heft in 1958 as a school project? The current version of which country's national flag was designed by 17-year-old Robert G. Heft in 1958 as a school project? Look at him. That can't be him at 17. Looks like a Cray brother, look. Wouldn't meet him in a dark alley, would you? Current version of which country's national flag was designed by a 17-year-old Robert G. Heft in 1958 as a school project? Number 7, question 7. Famously described as mad, bad, and dangerous to know, which poet was the father of Ada Lovelace, one of the world's first computer programmers? Famously described as mad, bad, and dangerous to know, which poet was the father of Ada Lovelace, one of the world's first computer programmers? See, even if you don't get it right, at least you learn something on this quiz, don't you? I see Stock Breeders Gazette have got together with Playboy to produce a new magazine. It's called the Farmer Sutra. Should be good, shouldn't it? Maybe not. Question 8. Which genius was married to his cousin and never wore socks because his big toe put a hole in them? There's not many clues there. I'll just go with genius on that. Which genius was married to his cousin and never wore socks because his big toe put a hole in them? Think of a genius and write it down. I went to my granddad's earlier to walk his dog because he's getting on, you know. He said, don't forget poo bags. I went, all right, come on then. Question number 9. What is very unusual about the front paws of a koala? There's a picture of one. What is very unusual about the front paws of a koala? And it is unusual, trust me. And there he is, bless him. But what's unusual about the front paws of that koala? And question number 10, the final question of this evening's quiz. According to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, what is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything? According to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, what is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything? We're looking for a number. Good luck with that. My wife just found out she's allergic to cosmetics. Couldn't make it up, did you? Couldn't make it up. Okay, we're going to recap all those questions for you. There's a couple of tricky ones there, particularly number 1. So which are the only 3 countries on the continent of Europe to share GMT with the UK? Not looking at dependencies or any other parts of countries. It's names of 3 countries in Europe and not necessarily in the EU. Number 2, well known for his role in World War II, who produced hundreds of works and sold paintings and postcards to try and earn a living in Vienna, 1908 to 1913. Number 3, who has been the UK's youngest Prime Minister since 1945? Number 4, if you were chewing on a bummerlow, what would you be eating? Number 5, which cartoon bird was originally called Orson and was pink, not yellow? Number 6, the current version of which country's national flag was designed by 17-year-old Robert G. Heft in 1958? It was a school project. Number 7, which poet was the father of Ada Lovelace, one of the world's first computer programmers? He was mad, bad, and dangerous to know. Number 8, which genius was married to his cousin and never wore socks because his big toe put a hole in them? Didn't he think about like trimming his toenails or what? Was he that much of a genius? We'll find out in the answers. Number 9, what is unusual about the front paws of a koala? And number 10, according to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, what is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything? And we are looking for a number. Wow. There we go for another week. Don't leave a gap. Fill in any gaps you've got now. If you don't know number 10, put in any number. Any number. Okay, here are the answers. Good luck. Number 1, the only 3 countries on the continent to share GMT with the UK: Portugal, Ireland, and Iceland. Anything else in Europe is a dependency, like the Canaries are Spanish. So, you know, they're the 3 countries we're after, and we needed them all. Number 2, you'll know him better for his role in World War II. Just a bit. But the artist we were talking about was Adolf Hitler. Number 3, the UK's youngest Prime Minister. He was 100 days younger than Tony Blair, David Cameron. So that was tricky. It was a choice of 2. Number 4, if you were chewing on a bumalo, you'd be chewing on Bombay duck, but we will accept fish because that's what a Bombay duck is, or a form of. So fish or Bombay duck. Well done if you said Bombay duck. Number 5, which cartoon bird was originally called awesome? Was pink. Tweety Pie, Tweety Bird. Any form of Tweety will do you. Number 6, the current version of which country's national flag was designed by a 17-year-old? It was the USA. It was the Stars and Stripes. They had to be redesigned. I think it's all to do with the amount of stars on there. Was it because of the inclusion of Hawaii? Was it something to do with that in Alaska? It was to do with the inclusion. So they needed a different format of the Stars and Stripes. And Robert G. Heft, he got a B originally, but was later upgraded to an A. I should think so as well. They've been using it ever since. Well done, Robert G. Heft. Number 7, Mad Bad, Dangerous to Know, Lord Byron. Was Ada Lovelace's father. Number 8, which genius was married to his cousin, Albert Einstein? A brilliant mind, but never worked out how to use toenail clippers. Sums it up, really. Number 9, what's unusual about the front paws of a koala? They have double thumbs. We think, I know you'll tell us if we're wrong, we think that is unique, but let us know. And number 10, the answer to the life of your universe and everything in the Hitchhiker's Guide is 42. So not easy, that one. So we hope there was the usual mix of difficult and easy and one to make you rack your brains tonight. We hope you enjoyed it, even if you didn't get them all right and that you learned something. Right, as you can see, my puns, my brilliant buddy David Burton comes up with a lot of them. He's a genius. I'm getting thin on the ground now. You can send us a joke or pun via hello@quizzing.tv and I will put it in next week, okay? I'll mix it in with my own. They obviously have to be short and clean and inoffensive. They can be cheeky, but inoffensive and short are the 2 words we're looking at, really. So if you've got a pun like that, a very short joke, send it in. And if it's good, we'll use it. So thank you, David Burton. Thank you to our tech whiz, Jules Bowes. I'll be back same time, same place next week, Friday at 8 o'clock. I hope you can join us. Tell all your friends about us. In the meantime, I'll hand you back to the Queen of Quiz, Jane Allen.
Thank you, Shaun. That was absolutely fantastic as always. I have no idea how you come up with all of those jokes, and I really am looking forward to seeing what all our viewers have to say. I can't wait to see all of their jokes, so please do send them in. Send those and your shout outs, please, to hello@quizzing.tv. hello@quizzing.tv. That will be brilliant. I am going to be on Facebook after I finish talking here, so come and find me. If you just type Quizzing TV, all as one word, into Facebook, you will find me there. I'd love to hear how you got on, love to have a chat to you, so come and find me there. Okay, I have nearly finished. All that's left to say is that you can put your scores into our leaderboard. Information will come up in just a second, but you go to quest.quizzing.com. Quest is our scoring system. Pop your scores in there and you can see how you did against everybody else. Okay, that's everything from me then. See you next week. Have a great week. Take good care. Bye-bye.